So welcome student. So this is our first class in workshop where actually the first experiment is fitting experiment. So in fitting experiment these are the tools what we used to use. So first I am coming to the measurement tools. So you can see this is vernier caliper, okay, and this is scale, okay. So these are the measurement tool, and now for marking in the workpiece, so this is our workpiece. So if we want to mark it, we need to apply chalk over the workpiece like this, and then we have to use this scriber to actually draw any kind of line over it, okay. So as this is our workpiece and we need to cut this workpiece, or we need the final shape of the workpiece like 70 mm by 50 mm or 70 mm by 40 mm, then we have to first measure the initial dimension of this workpiece. So let it be like if we measure this initial dimension, it is coming like 75 by 50, and the thickness can be measured by this vernier caliper, so which is actually coming around 5 mm, okay. So this is the final first step. So first we have to measure the initial dimension of this workpiece. Now if we want to have the final dimension like 70 mm by 40 mm, and if we do not need to reduce the thickness of this workpiece, then what we have to do first, we have to first apply chalk over the surface like this, and then we have to use our scale and we have to mark with the required dimension with this scriber, okay. Now this if we come to our workpiece, this is a mild steel workpiece. So this scriber should be having much more hardness than this mild steel. So generally this is high carbon steel scriber, okay. Now this is also another measurement tool that is known as tri-square. So we have to use this thing to check the alignment of the mutually perpendicular plane like this. So if that is not having 90 degree or mutually two planes are not mutually perpendicular, the light will pass. If we adjust this, if we place this workpiece over this tri-square, the light will pass. So then we know there is some no, there is not that 90 degree angle in between the two adjacent plane, okay. Now coming to the other tools what we should use in our fitting job, okay. So the first thing is, this is a hacksaw blade. So this is a hacksaw blade and this is a hacksaw frame. So this is hacksaw. This is we need to use to cut the excess material from the workpiece, okay. So I can show you the blade. This is the plain blade, and whenever we have to fix this blade into this frame, we have to place this teeth in front direction. It should not be like this. So the teeth, opening of this all teeth will be in the front direction, okay. So likewise it has been actually fitted over here. So it is having 18 teeth per inch, 18 teeth per inch, and it is also high speed alloy steel, high carbon steel, okay. And here if we call some other tool like this is file, these are the files, okay. So these things are actually needed to remove the excess material from the workpiece. Now we are having various kind of file, like if we it depends on the smoothness or roughness. It can be smooth file, rough file. You can see this is smooth file. You can see these are the teeth of the file. It is actually having a very smooth impression over here, but it is having a rough impression, okay. Now if you categorize this file according to the cross sectional area, cross sectional geometry, so you can see this is a half round file, this is a round file, and this is a square file, and generally this is a rectangular flat file. Okay, so these are all the files. Now if you can see, these two files are generally not used in case of fitting workshop, but we will be using this kind of thing in our carpentry job. That means we have to, if we want to remove excess material, that is wooden material, for carpentry workshop we have to use this kind of file. So this is known as wraps file, this is flat wraps file, this is half round wraps file. Okay, now in a file you can have, this is shank, this is handle. One very much needed information regarding file: if you have any file that do not have any handle, do not use that kind of file in workshop. That is a precaution. Okay, now other tools like these punches. So if you want to put some hole in this workpiece, if you want to have some hole in this workpiece, that means you want to drill a hole within this workpiece. Before going to the drilling operation, we have to use our punch. So there are generally two kinds of punch we will be using in our workshop. One is center punch and another is prink punch. How to identify both the punch? If you can see the tip of the punch, these two things will be actually having a 90-degree angle. So this tip angle will be 90-degree, and here around 60 to 70 degree. So for prick punch 60 to 70 degree angle, tip angle. For center punch it will be 90 degree. Okay, so this is about the brief introduction of all the tools we will be using our fitting job. Okay, so this is another tool we will be using while punching. That means we have to place the punch and then we have to hammer it. So this is known as hammer. So generally this is a ball pin hammer. You can see this is a ball. Okay, this is known as ball, and this is the face of the hammer. So this is known as ball pin hammer. Another hammer is there, that is known as cross pin hammer. Here in place of this ball there will be a cross portion which is actually generally used to remove the nails. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.